But first, another Cinderella story. Here's Dana.
Thanks, Jay. You never underestimate momentum this time of year. Just ask the VCU Rams, 4th in the Colonial Athletic Association, but runners-up in the conference tournament. VCU earned an at-large bid to the Big Dance. Now they've earned some respect, beating USC, Georgetown, and Purdue on their way to their first ever Sweet 16 appearance. By the way, they didn't just beat those teams, they did it in 5 days and pummeled them, topping the Trojans by 13, Hoyas and Boilermakers by 18. Head coach Shaka, one of the younger generation of college coaches at just 33, joins us now on First Take. Coach, take me back a few weeks pre-tournament. Your team had gone 3-5 in February. Your tourney hopes were bleak. Out comes a calendar and I believe a lighter to practice. What happened?
Well, when we hit March 1st, we knew that we'd had a rough month of February, so I decided to burn the month of February. I pulled the month out of the calendar, and in front of the team at our practice gym, took a little waste paper basket out and burned the calendar and dropped it into the trash can as it was burning. So the guys could kind of see that, hey, this month is over, and we have new life here with the conference tournament and the postseason. And they've taken full advantage of it.
I was going to say, I don't know if you can take full credit for it, but how much of an impact do you think that moment had on them and their change in play from that point on?
A little bit. I don't want to make too much of it. It was just symbolic of the fact that the regular season was over and we got a new opportunity with the conference tournament. And everybody has talked about these 3 games over the last week in the NCAA tournament, but we really played well in our conference tournament to set this up.
When you did get that bid and you saw that you were one of the first 4 and had to play USC up first, what did you say to your guys about that at-large bid? Especially when you listened to the TV, there were certainly some doubters out there about whether or not you should be there.
Well, because of what was said on TV, I didn't have to say much. And to be honest with you, I just sat back and smiled as those guys were making the comments they made, because knowing our group, we have a very competitive group. We have a lot of guys that love it when people doubt them and people question them, and they respond to that type of situation. So it really set up perfectly for us, Dana.
Would that be why you were shooting 57% yesterday, 66% in the first half against this Purdue defense?
Well, I think just because our guys are playing with a lot of confidence right now, our style of play is predicated on playing loose, attacking basketball. We don't hold our guys back. We want them to go play their games. And there's not a lot of situations where we tell them not to take a shot. So when you get to this time of year, you want your guys playing confidently, and we're fortunate that that's what we're doing.
It was interesting. Buzz Williams a little earlier said that the most important thing to him was that his team was the toughest team out there. Didn't matter if they were the best, didn't matter if he was the best coach. For you, what is the most important thing that your team is when they're out there playing?
I'd say the most aggressive team. We have to make sure we're attacking on both ends of the floor. The way we play, we call it havoc, and we want to always be up-tempo. We want to be attacking. If we're on our heels, we're not very good. But if we're going at the other team on both ends of the floor, we can be very good.
There's no rest for you. Florida State up next, another double-digit seed that is still dancing right now. The biggest challenge that at least right now you know they'll present for you, what would that be?
I'd say their length and athleticism. They've got terrific players on the front court, and then they've got a very veteran backcourt that will make good decisions and make good plays. But, to be honest with you, Dana, this game, as these past 3 have been, is much more about us for our team and playing the right way, playing together, playing with a great deal of confidence. And our guys have been loose through this whole tournament. There hasn't been any anxiety. There hasn't been any pressure. We know what we need to do, and our guys are confident we can do it.
Yeah, how much fun has it been for you guys this week?
It's been a lot of fun, and not just the games, the trips and the shoot-arounds and the meetings and everything in the hotel, our fans being a part of it. This is phenomenal for everybody at VCU, not just within our program, but everyone that supports us. And our guys are soaking it up. They're enjoying it. They know that it's a moment that, regardless of whether we win or lose, isn't going to last very long. So they're making the most of it.
Well, Coach, congratulations on where you've gotten so far. Good luck moving along further with that next game up against Florida State. We appreciate you being here with us.
Thanks for having me on, Dana.
Our pleasure. And that game will be in San Antonio, by the way, a 9:57 Eastern tip on Friday night.